Hey, what's up, guys? This is a video on how to use calipers. So, what we have here is the box the caliper comes in. You'll see this when you get your calipers. These are the OD-ID calipers. Measure length, inside width, outer width. Now, the reason I'm doing this video is because I know me starting in the machine operating industry. Um, I was intimidated the first time that I've ever had to use these, or when I read the job description applying for the job, I knew that um, I had never worked with calipers before. So, and like on the first day of the job, you'll be intimidated because they will expect you to use these and know how to use these, whether you've ever used them or not, because it's basically just centimeter or degree and inches, and you'll have a blueprint, and it'll have the. I wish I had a blueprint here for you guys. Maybe I'll do that later. Once maybe I can get my hands on one, take a picture or something like that, and add it. But there'll be a blueprint of the part that you're making, and there'll be dimensions that you will need to measure. And there's always like 10 dimensions, but you'll need like only to get about. There'll be like 4 out of 10 important ones that make the biggest difference. Whether you work in brake press, um, Acme screw machines, you're doing punch press, laser machines, any type of machine work where you're making actual parts from metal or even plastic, you will need to gauge the dimensions, the things that matter the most, like the holes, the length, the width, to make sure that that part will fit on the part that it's made for. Because a lot of times companies make parts for other companies who make other parts, and they all come together to make one product, right? So I'm going to use a couple things. Just some stuff I found in my utility drawer at home. It's just like this is like a harness for a TV mounting system there. And we have a nut for a drill to fit. This is a 7/16 here. You can see that. And then we have a screw here. So a really long screw, insertable in, screwable in. Okay, so first things first, what you need to do, so you can see that clearly. This is what it looks like. You have your inches here, centimeters here. So you take this screw. So let's say we wanted to measure the length of this screw. There's a knob here that you can turn. See how that moves? Okay, you pull it back, the handle, and you get just put it there, try to get it as straight as possible. There we go. So this here is 4 inches, 42 centimeters. Simple as that. 4 inches, 42 centimeters. There at the 42. Four inches. There you go. Sorry it's so dark in here. My lighting isn't exactly perfect. Okay. Next thing we have is, you know what? We'll take the screw, and now we're going to measure the width of the head of the screw compared to the width of the butt of the screw. So we'll take this and we'll just pinch that there. And we have that at 2, and that's not going to be inches. When you get it there, that's 2 inches, 30 millimeters. You see that? 2 inches and 30 millimeters. So basically, where this stops and this stops gives you your measurement. Simple as that. Nothing more. This here, width. Doing the width on that, let's do the widest part, which is usually what they'll ask. It's a little short of 1 inch. We have that at 93. So that'll be 9 centimeters and 93 millimeters. Okay? Just won't fucking hold, won't pinch. Okay. So we'll take the length of this here. And we'll get 4 inches and 82 centimeters. Okay? Now for holes, it's the same thing with holes, man. Same thing. Okay? So you take this here, if you can see that, and you just widen it. There you go. That's 3 centimeters, 46 millimeters. Okay? Do it again. Try different angles for you guys. Try to get this so you can see it good. Okay, so I'm just putting that there, and you just widen it. That's it. Try to get it to each edge as hard as possible. Get a firm grip. There you go. These here, because of the square corners, you see that? Sometimes to get a great measurement, a good, more accurate measurement, what you would need to do is put it to end, each corner. Okay? 5 centimeters, 5 millimeters. 5.5. That'll be what you write down. The tip of it. 2 and 46. Oh, I'm sorry. 2 and 53. 2 centimeters, 53 millimeters. Width of the head, 6 centimeters, 15 millimeters. Complete length, 1.5, that's 1.5 inches and 5 centimeters. So, usually you don't have to distinguish between centimeters and millimeters, actually write that. But you will see on the blueprint, you will see the measurement. There will be a line measuring that angle that you're supposed to get, or there will be an emphasis on that particular part of the part that you need to measure, and it will say 5.5 inches, 5.5 centimeters, millimeters, whatever. And you'll catch on pretty quick once you start to measure things and you see that it's adding up. But sometimes you will, have bad parts to start, and that's horrible because you could assume that it's right, but it's really wrong. So the best thing to do is just ask somebody, make friends with someone who, may be a little more patient with you learning. Because a lot of times guys in the machine industry can be a bit of assholes, but it's a manly job to have. So it's a lot of aggression. Don't be nervous. Don't be hesitant. Ask questions. You'll do fine. It's not that complicated. And it's a lot of great money to be made in the industry. So just keep in mind that asking questions, never a dumb question to be asked. Good luck to you guys.